Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
What's up? What's up, motherfucker? No, I'm just kidding. Happy day. My name is Greg. I'm going to be your internet pilot tonight. Today, whenever you're watching this, welcome to the All About Aviation channel. I have not done a flight in Xbox in more than I'd like to say. It's kind of embarrassing, actually, how long it's been since I've done anything in the flight simulator on Xbox. So we're going to try it today with the brand new RJ Professional that is now native 2024, and it's a free upgrade. If you already owned the RJ Professional from 2020, it is now a free upgrade for 2024. It's pretty fucking banging. Now, I got the volume. I haven't streamed from Xbox in a long time, so I got the volume up as much as it goes. I'll try my best to keep the volume, at a good level today. Close this out. I've been having issues with this mouse working tonight. Partly what took me so long to get into this tonight was how long it took me to get the mouse to work. I tried 3 different mice, Bluetooth, wired, so delivery looks pretty good, man. That's dope. Look at the fucking hey. Hey. I don't know if this shows up on the airplane or not. This is the registration number that's in the booklet, in the manual that comes with the airplane. So I typed it in as well. So I don't know if it's there because I typed it in, or if it's because that's what they programmed it to be. There's our speed brake right there. All right, man. Yeah, let's jump in this airplane. I'm very anxious to see how the Series X handles this latest update on the Xbox. What is it? I don't think it was SU3 that they got now. Oh, it's so nice to move around the cockpit nicely. Let's go ahead. And now I did jump in this airplane a little earlier to just kind of check it out. I don't think this door works, and the cabin wasn't there last time. Yeah, so we don't really have a cabin, which is okay. You can still open this door if you want to. And of course you can roll the seat. You can roll the stairs down, but you can't, like, you can bring the stairs over, but you can't put them down from here. So, and then this door you can unlock, and you can actually interact with this, but like, that's one thing on PC. You can actually open the door and close it. Here you can just lock it, but can't, like, so anyways, you have a couple of checklists still. I mean, that stuff really hasn't changed. I'm not a big fan of either one of these checklists. I have the real checklist, the pre-flight check right here. Now, I mean, I've started this airplane quite often, so I don't need it, but I'm going to keep it up because it's been a minute since I've been in this airplane. Okay, let me put my headphones on so I can hear. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Okay, let me back here. Let's do official flight plan. Okay, here's our flight plan. Now, this runs AIRAC 2401. So what I built is based off of AirAct 2401. I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt the charts when we go to look at them. All right, we're gonna do let's do, well, we'll do that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get our shit turned on. First, weather standby, and then tilt all the way up to 15. Transponder in standby. Okay, that's fine there. See here, nav light switch on. I don't know why they have us turn the nav light switch on before the batteries, but anyways, nav light switch on. Now let's put on the batteries and the external generator. Okay, so we have lights on, that's good. Let's make sure the batteries are looking okay. Yep, look okay to me. Make sure the brake is set to yellow. Yep. And the park and brake lever is out. Yes, it is. Let's come back up and turn on all the master switches. We'll move the parking brake fans later. We'll do anti-skid later. Let's put on the lift spoilers. Let's do yellow and green there. And let's come down here. Okay, bus ties are on. Standby generator. Okay, inverter. All right, we'll worry about that later. APU, let me get the fuel going here. So start fuel. Let's try to pull our flight plan in here. Now the weight unit on the EFB here, you can actually do EFB kilograms or pounds right here. So I think that is so dope that you can tie it directly into what is either here. You can have two different weights, it looks like. That is pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen them do something like that before. But you can see AirAct 2401. I don't know when that'll be updated on Xbox, but not that big of a deal. All right, let's see here. Index. Load sim brief. Oh, let me clear that out there. I get my ID sometimes. 68. I think that's it. Nembo ELB. And by the way, there's still a whole lot of options in here. Just like what they have in on the computer version. H refresh. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Oh, interior cabin. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. We'll have to go back and try that. And they have state saving, which is awesome. So how you leave your airplane is how you will find it. Okay. Flight plan. Still grab the screen and scroll on it. Yeah, NEM 7, NEMA. Norny L. Okay, so that's our flight plan. Okay, let's go. Archer. Runway 25. Xeno 5A. Whatever is closest to it. Okay, they got Xeno 5A. So Xeno 5A. And 7A. Execute. Arrival. Have Mibu 3. Bibu 3E. Then I wanted to say it was ILS 35, right? ILS 35, right? And to go next and back, I just scrolling on the mouse. We have Inler. Okay, so that's all good. So flight plan should be good now. Let's just make sure we don't have any discontinuities. Okay, so that all looks okay. Performance page. All right, let me pull up our flight data. Oh, you know, I'll wait to do that until we're done loading here. Let me see if I don't think there's a way to send it over, but we'll find out. Okay, so fuel. That's almost done. Let's turn on our APU. Okay, those are all in. Let's turn on the inner pump, and then galleon shed lights, APU generator. Let's come up here. Let's turn the APU on. Oh, that's turning on. I think we forgot one critical component of our trip is turning on the I knew there was something I was forgetting at some point, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. Okay, let's see here. Well, we'll let that do its thing for a moment. Let's turn on the APU air packs. This airplane looks so nice, doesn't it? I think this airplane looks really cool. Looks great to me. I mean, compared to some of the airplanes that I've seen. All right, let me put our airport in here. So LIRF. All right, close enough. Okay, at least that's done now. See if we can load our people up yet. Refueling complete. All right, let's load our people. Second. Alright, hold on, bitch. Should have left it dinging for a couple more seconds so I could have gotten the right level that I need to move this slider down to. I guess I'll just leave that up here. I have up a limiter on OBS, so every time it gets to a certain level, it'll keep it from clipping. All right, let's what do we need to do now after turn the overhead lights arm to lights? Oh yeah, set emergency lights to arm. Cabin emergency lights, they are right up here. Let's do those. Let's arm those, and let's put on no smoking. Okay, hydraulics. Oh yeah, we gotta turn on the EICAS as well. Looks pretty nice. Very nice. No, we don't need to do anything about getting clearance tonight since we're not doing, say, intentions or anything like that. Oh yeah, we should turn on the oxygen. Where's that at? Come over here, panel instruments. All right, that looks okay. Let's come back here. I thought there was a light switch back here. Yes, there is. Forward console. Floodlights we can get rid of. None of this shit really matters right now. Get our flight plan in. And as we're done loading up and I get our final weights, I can go ahead and input all that into the system. Seat belts. Let's release the that's cool. So that still moves the yoke out of the way. Nice. 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 Plane is pretty cool. Looks pretty good too. We should get rid of that generator. We don't need it anymore. Yeah, let's get rid of the generator. Turn that off as well. Just make sure our APU generator is doing its thing. All right, excellent. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and turn on our pumps just to see if we get pressure. Okay. That's okay. And then DC pumps. They're down here. The yellow is good. That's what we got on there right now. Complete. Nice.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross check.
See, that's a little loud. Let me move the threshold back a little bit. Okay. So we're pretty much ready for backup now. And let me turn the hydraulics off again. All right, let's get ready to back up and turn everything on. See air conditioner. If you have not done so, hang on a second. N1 V temps. Max. Trying to see if I can operate this here. Oh, very interesting. Let me look at SimBrief real quick and see if I can get a takeoff on here and see if I can actually do that. Avro calculate. Yeah, let's see here. V1 is 123. Let me come around on the side here and see if that helps. All right, so V1 is 123. I don't ever remember being able to do this. Okay, do we have a temperature for takeoff? Select temperature is 50. Yeah, this doesn't work. Pushing in doesn't do anything. That's 94. 95. And 23. 21. Okay, well that's cool. Anyways, let's go. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, let me get the weights put in here. So empty weight, 0 fuel weight. What do we need? Gross weight. 38.3. All right, 38.3. We're going up to 32,000 feet. All right, our cruise wind. Let's see here, 292 by 52. ISA deviation is +4. 4 there. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. All right, and fuel plan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that on here. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. What's our total fuel right now? 57. I don't think that's enough. Let's see what this says here on the flight plan. Oh, it sure is. Shit. I'll be back in a minute. Gotta mute myself for a moment. Sorry about that. All right, so fuel plan, we have 55.8 to 54.8. And reserves, 0.4. Execute. That's done. Legs, VNAV. I don't think there's really anything else that we need to worry about in this airplane, at least for takeoff. Performance, yeah, everything else we don't have to worry about right now. So let's go ahead and back up, turn the airplane on. Now we need to back up. I believe the runway is right there. So we need to back up, nose to the left. Chocks. And push back. Connect. Now that we're all loaded, let's come over here and click on VR and V2. Flaps 18. Let's turn our parking brake off. Pushing back. Gotta turn on, let's see here, all the anti-ice. Turn on the fuel pumps. Turn on, that's on. Turn on the master switch. On number 3. Light start on. I don't see anything moving yet. Finish this push back. Alright, cancel. Park and brake back on. Let's see here. Let's see here. That. Alright, start power is on. X. EPU air. I forget, maybe I need to turn the packs off, actually. Let's try that. Yep, that was it.
Cabin is secured.
You know, this pre-flight stuff that they got, like when you're, that I'm looking at here, where it goes step by step for all the pre-flight stuff like we're doing, that's way different than the checklist. You know? So like if you didn't know that, like if you didn't think about downloading this book, you might be fucked. Alright, we should be okay to start the next set of engines. Let's do 2. Can't really hear the engine that well. Ah, there's the cabin now. I stand corrected about bitching at him like I was doing a minute ago. Wonder how I can save a seat up in this bitch. Is it still the same commands as my computer? Camera. Cockpit. It looked like it could be. Load shift 1. What is save? Okay, so I understand that's load. Oh, control shift. The control shift 1. Okay. And then it's just shift 1. Okay. That one's saved. I just want to save 1 for now. We'll come back. Maybe save some other ones. Oh yeah, more engines. More engines! Oh, they have animal bay heat. So if we're pretending that we have animals, we can look at the flight deck air. I'll have to find that button later, but there's a button for animal for turning the animal heat on in the animal bay. That's pretty cool, I guess. They do use these a lot for cargo, so All right, what's the METAR here right now? 30.06. What? Oh, I guess that's not... Oh, I didn't even realize it said barrel right there. I like how it does all of them at one time. All right, this, we got to play with this. There we go. All right, we can turn off all the... All right, put on the generators. We can put on the hydraulics. Brake fans on auto. Anti-skid on. That all looks okay. That looks okay. Tap and air recirculate. Packs on. Auto. Flight deck fan on. Cabin fan on. Logo light. We never did turn the fasten seatbelt signs on. Let's do that now. Let's arm the flight deck emergency doors. Let's put our taxi lights on. We can turn off that right now. Let's arm ice detection. And we got to turn all of you on. And I believe that's everything before takeoff that you got to do. When we start climbing up, we have to turn off the packs here and put on the engine packs, the engine air packs. That I do know. And then I think we also turn off PTU, I believe, as well. Parking brake is on. Yes, I know. All right, let's turn. So I can leave it at 135. That's fine. Altitude. Just put it on any altitude for now. And this doesn't really matter, but we'll turn it on anyways. That's now locked. That's pretty cool that we can do that. All right, let's taxi out. Hey, we got flaps down. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, my brother? Been a minute since I seen you. Well, I ain't even really seeing you, but you know what I mean. How things been? Wow, I got that volume cranked all, what is it? Minus 19 on the limiter. Good lord, I hope that doesn't fuck the sound up too bad. Just trying to keep it at a certain level because I don't want it to like blow all the speakers out. I don't want it to be louder than my voice. Tell you, man, this thing is running pretty good on the Xbox so far. Nice. You still in Greece, or did you move to Brazil yet? Was it Brazil or Peru? I think it was Brazil. Now the checklist in this tablet's no more help than the checklist on here. They both suck. I don't know why they're so... Hey, look, it puts our flight number on here. It's pretty cool. I don't know why they don't give a more detailed checklist, because there's a lot more stuff you need to do than just this. So many switches you have to interact with. Where do I need to go? Hey, I could just look on here. Gotcha. Yeah, man, I'm sure you got a lot of stuff to do. Being that you're moving like halfway across the world. Yeah, you should talk to the pilot if you can, or one of the lead flight attendant of the airplane that you're going to be flying on, and tell them about all your experience in the simulator and see if they'll let you, like, I don't know, maybe sit in the cockpit for a few minutes. I'd have no shame in asking that question. I'd be like a little 8-year-old kid just asking the pilot, "Excuse me, mister. Yeah, I sit in the seats." I don't see any lights coming from this. I mean, I see those, but I don't see any taxi lights. I don't know why there's no nose light showing. Maybe it's the runway turn-off light. Let's see. Nope, that's just more other lights. I guess it'll be the landing lights when we turn those on. Hell yeah, I did too. No shame in that. I didn't know any better back then. Back then when I was growing up, shit was a lot different. Like, it wasn't like it is nowadays where you have like triple security doors on the near the cockpit. Like, I was watching some news show the other day, and Southwest Airlines in some of their airplanes, they're putting like these, like, it's like a double layer of doors. It's like you have the regular cockpit door, and then you have some sort of like steel, like, other set of doors that's going over top. Wild, man. You know, it's good they're doing that kind of stuff, but unless they're gonna like bolt those metal doors onto some sort of metal structure, maybe behind the wall, I mean, you could just kick them walls in, man. You know, they're not like, unless they got like some serious metal or some super strong aluminum kind of running down the sides. Yeah, a lot of people were happier back then, man. All right, am I almost at? I know I got a while to go still. I should have parked closer. Game looks pretty good on Xbox. Knock on some wood, man. I don't want to fuck up my like speak too soon. I want to get our ascent chart. I mean our takeoff chart out. Wrong mouse. Hey man, we are hustling, boy. Alright, what's this other chart that I have? Oh, we never set. Shit. We gotta set something before we take off. Hey man, so far so good. No, not really. It's been pretty smooth. The only thing that I noticed a little bit here and there was like the rendering of the cockpit when I went outside, back inside. It was now not outside view like this kind of outside view, like before you start the airplane, when you can like walk around the airplane going back and forth between that. It would take a few seconds for it to render, but other than that, nah man, this has been smooth as silk so far. All right, I need 10 3D for takeoff. That's the one I need. It's been a long enough trip so far. Why don't we just park at the end of the runway and just shut it down? Good job, Just Flight. It's a hell of an airplane. Actually, it's running better than I really expected. I really thought I was gonna like I didn't really think I was going to be still streaming at this time. Like, I thought it would have already crashed by now or something would have happened, but it can continue to prove me wrong. That's fine with me. Now, one thing that's different between this and the Bay 146, I can tell there's no like nav or like VNav, not VNav, but like GPS versus VOR. I know there's, unless that's because we have these FMCs down there, but I didn't see an option to not have the FMCs. I'll have to look when we get up in the air. I want to play around with a couple things in the menu of the tablet just to see what they have, because it looks like they had the same options that you have on the PC version. State saving, you know, interior cabin. That's one thing I like. Like if you are running into issues with frame, you can turn off the interior cabin. So now when you go behind the cockpit door, it's just kind of, you just kind of see the outside a little bit, and then the wings and a little bit of the fuselage. All right, I think we've already passed 25. Let's get up to the right. Yeah, it's over there. All right, let's go up and park, and then I'll fix the rest of it for takeoff. I want to find that animal door, the one that turns the animal heat on for the bays down below, for the animal bays. I don't want to search in the manual for it. I want to kind of move around the cabin and find it once we start getting up in the air. All right, let's see here. Let me slow down here. Okay, let me get this chart out. Let me...
Cabin crew, please take your seats for takeoff.
I'm okay. Yeah, there is no button for that. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and put our landing lights on. Oh yeah, the Super 27. Yes, it did. Yeah, they've had quite a few things come out in that store recently. Yep. Let's turn this on. Turn on strobe lights. And I think that's about it. Let's align our heading real quick. We have 240. Hey, what's up, Darren? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised that this airplane is working as well as it is. Oh yeah, let's put you on. Weather. Good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. All right, release the parking brake. Oh, you know, we never did a configuration check. All right, we're good. Let's take off.
Check thrust. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. Knots.
Almost time to release the I'm pushing forward. All right, we can start releasing and leaning back a little bit.
Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up selected.
No. Okay. Woo. No frame rate. All right, let's I'm just kidding.
Descend. Descend.
What? All right, autopilot, LNAV, and level change. MLS. No. Yeah, a little bit. All right, where? Oh, gotta turn the autopilot actually on for it to actually work, Greg. Just pushing the autopilot buttons is not going to do it. You gotta actually push autopilot on.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Awesome. Flap 0. Let's set this to MCT. Okay, we got to do a couple of things here. That's right. We got to do engine air. Axe off. Nah. I haven't heard from him in a long time. Oh, we never did set the trim before takeoff. I meant to do that. Let's see here. Okay, engine air. Oh, packs are on, APU air is off. Shit. Wrong thing. Fuck my life. Okay, there we go.
Clear of conflict.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool, like, having both of those type of screens. Alright, we're past, we can go standard for pressure. And let's put this up to, I think 32, I thought 32,000 was the limit of this airplane. I'm going to go to 31,000.
Descend. Descend. Descend.
Oh, it doesn't have, like, auto thrust. I have to put the thrust in myself. Okay. Well, let's see what our climbing, we should be climbing at. Let's get this booklet out. This booklet's fun to look at. We are going to Malpensa. L-I-M-C. Okay, next. Okay, climb profile. Okay, below 8,000 feet, long range. Takeoff weight, 250.
Clear of conflict.
Okay, so 250 is what should we be climbing at?
Traffic. Traffic.
All right, let's turn off our landing lights. That's a hell of a thing that happened this week, man, with Charlie Kirk, dude. Did you hear about that over in Greece?
Clear of conflict.
Yeah, that started, hang on, shut down. Oh, we gotta shut the APU down too. Yeah, that's ignited. Well, I'm not surprised either. I am surprised about the reaction. Like, I mean, I'm all for free speech, and I'm all for, you know, taking down the bad guys, and, you know, the left and things like that in my country. Oh, all right, good night there. I know it's getting late. Have a good rest of the night, dude. But like, I saw this thing about him the other day, and they had a picture. It was Jesus. No joke. No joke. Jesus, Charlie Kirk. Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy, somebody else of historical importance, quote unquote importance. Hey, where's this indicator that I'm looking at here on the... Oh, right here. Look at this thing. What is this? Oh, that is cool. Oh, let's do climb speed. Forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, like, they want to, like, name national parks after him. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, he was just a pundit. Like, yeah. Oh, here's animal bait. Told you I found... Oh, we need to find a button. Here we go. We can turn on the heat. That's cool. And it's got a little guard to close it, so you can't click on it by accident. You have to click on the guard first. That's cool. But yeah, man, comparing him to Jesus and shit, like I feel bad for his family. Like, I mean, he shouldn't have been killed. I mean, that's terrible that he got killed. But like, to compare somebody, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was important to the movement. He was important, you know, with getting Trump in office. Like, he's important. But like, is he that important? Like, to put him next to Jesus? And to put him next to Martin Luther King, who was fighting for the freedom of tons of people? Not just, you know, his wasn't a political preference. His was just, you know, we should have the same equal inalienable rights that everybody else has. It's just wild, bro. Yo, you might be right. You might be right. Yeah, it could be. Could be Candace Owens. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad that this shit happened, but man, you can't be putting a dude like that up against the likes of those other historical figures. I mean, that shit is wild. Yeah, I mean, I saw that shit. Like, how do you, like, there was people that saw him on the roof. Like, there's a video of people that saw him on the roof, and they're like making comments like, "Oh, I think there's somebody on the roof." Like, well, like, why wouldn't they call the police? But yeah, I think there's some inside shit going on with these shootings, like the one that they tried to do for Trump, and this one. Yeah, you can't have two kids around the same age, no social footprint at all, getting up on the roof, and that was a hell of a shot, though, man. If you look at the video right before he gets shot, right before the guy says something about trans rights, it was up. Hey, it was up, Torch. You can see, like, there's a dude behind him. There's two dudes behind him. One's on a phone, and one guy, like, does like something, like moves his hand like down the brim of his hat, and then like touches like his chest or something like that. And then the other guy with the phone does something too. So I'm wondering if there was, like, you know, and I mean, like, part of me thinks that maybe they had something to do with it, and part of me's like, why would they potentially die for this? Like, why would they stand directly behind? You know what I mean? Unless they were that confident in the dude's shot, which maybe they were. Maybe they practiced for a long time. The Boeing that I want to buy on X-Plane, IXEG 737, I think it has these kind of gauges as well. These are dope as hell. Look at these things. Cool. Alright, so we're going to be climbing. I've never really used this chart until now, actually. It looks like 250 knots to 0.62. What was our, I think, oh yeah, our takeoff weight was well below 41,000. Now we're only at 0.56 right now. We'll set up VNAV once we get up to cruising altitude. it should be pretty simple to do if I remember right. Alright, what do some of these buttons do down here? Let's see here, what does Nav 8 do? Airports. I wonder what route, data, wind, okay, distance. That's probably to the next waypoint. ETA. Okay, so that's that. So I wonder if it's maybe on a different, unless we have to zoom out more. Okay, group. Yeah, I don't know. So this turns on all the waypoints, but I wonder why Nav 8 and Airport's not showing anything. I may have to read about that. I'm gonna leave them on for now. I put on some music or something? I don't know. I'm kind of cool just listening and wonder how the volume is. Is the volume of the flight too low? Let me pull it up on my iPad. I can't really monitor it the way I'm streaming, and I haven't streamed like this in so long with Xbox and all that I just want to make sure it's not like too quiet. I know my voice is okay, but I want to make sure the other is okay too. Testing. Hello. Oh yeah, okay, it's not that quiet. Alright, very good. Alright, you can get rid of that. It sucks that the screen the screen. I guess I didn't realize the screen behind me moved so much. Oh, let me get... Shit, I can hear my voice on my iPad still. Dude, I've been fucking crushing it at work, dude. I've been having so much fun doing this job. And I just hope I don't miss too many, like, I can't really miss any more days at work or I'm gonna be, like, up shit's creek. But, yeah, man. It's not as labor intensive as the job I had last year at this time, which was doing Medicare, which I've really enjoyed doing Medicare, man. Selling Medicare is a lot of fun, actually. I had a good feeling at the end of the day. I was helping people, you know, like, now it's hey, what's up, Jason? I mean, selling Medicare is, you know, I mean, it's a big responsibility because you're dealing with, you know, old folk, and I mean, you really don't want to fuck them over, like, you know what I mean? Like, really? Like, what kind of salesman are you? And there were some people that I worked with that didn't care. At the end of the day, they just, you know, did what was best for them, not for the customer. But, and we're at Mach 0.6. Alright, let me reduce the speed just a touch. But, yeah, if I knew that was a seasonal job, I don't think I would have taken it. You know, I mean, I had no idea it was a seasonal job when I took it. And I was doing really good at it too. But I busted my ass from like October 1st to like December 8th or something like that. I mean, like working like 15-hour days, no days off. And yeah, it was interesting because like towards the end of that time period, like, and then I had my first day off, like I was so tuned to get up, work, sleep, work, sleep. Like, so long that, like, I didn't know what to do with myself at first when I was off, man. I figured it out pretty quickly, don't worry. Like, it didn't take that long to adjust. But, like, this job's not like that. Like, this job doesn't really feel like work. I'm doing well at it. But it's very time consuming. Like, I can't, like, be, like, during the day, I need to be working. Like, I can't fuck around with it. I can't watch videos. I can't do this. Like, even though I'm working from home, like, they are on their shit, like, and I wouldn't do that kind of stuff anyways. You know, like, sometimes we had these meetings and they call, like, they don't call people out, but, like, they start, you can kind of guess who they're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, how they kind of just describe somebody, and you're like, oh yeah, I know who that is. They would say, like, how people are, like, calling the same number over and over and over again, like a bad number, just to show, like, that they're actually calling people, or just yeah, man, I hear you. I had that kind of job for a very long time until I got full custody of my kids, and then, you know, I'm not going to go through my story, but no, man, yeah, if there's no sense of working a job if you can not only support yourself, but you can also put money away too. Absolutely. Yeah, no sense busting your ass all day and having nothing to show for it. That's for sure. That's the truth. All right, do I need to make an announcement that we're airborne? I don't think so. Let's see here. Nope. Oh, we can actually, I forgot to turn the seatbelt signs off. Oh no, I did turn them off. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has switched off the safety seat button. You are free to move about the cabin.
Let's see what they have here. So auxiliary fuel tanks. I don't need the pilots. Metric altimeter, visible cargo. We were in a cargo version, I'm sure. See that? Right, no, I know. Yeah, it's crazy how some people, I mean, there's a lot of people in America now, and, well, I guess all over the world too, but there's a lot of people that work like multiple jobs, man. Like, I don't know how they do that. Like, I couldn't work two jobs. But yeah, it took me a minute with insurance to find a good spot, and I think I finally found one. But yeah, man, I switched careers at like 38 years old. That is not easy to do. And make the same kind of money, you know what I mean? Like, all right, we'll leave it in climb, I guess. Outside air is minus 40. We are cruising, bitch. All right, let's go. Click on VNav and see what it says here. Okay, so that's climb. Okay, descend. Shit, you can't, can't do that now. You'd be stopped before you even unloaded the first or second, round of materials, man. Ain't no way you could get away with that nowadays. Not unless you're like remote, like super remote, far off somewhere. I thought I had turned the PTU button off. Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn it off anyways, because I seem to recall that I needed to do that. I know it doesn't say it here, but I'm 99% sure we got to turn PTU off. Right. Right, exactly. Exactly. All right, climb, cruise. Okay, when passing 10,000 feet, standard. Okay, switch off PTU and leave AC pumps on auto. Right, that's what I thought. Okay, so... Alright, descent. Right. Yeah, I would love to just do something like that, like live out like in America here. Like I would love to move like somewhere remote Wyoming, remote Montana or Idaho, you know, somewhere where it's not too hot, it's not too cold most of the year, and you don't have to deal with much bullshit at all, man. You know, just grab it. But it's so hard to find that kind of land and home nowadays. Everything's getting bought up. A lot of people have that idea. If I really had my way, I would move to like Bora Bora or Tahiti. Like that's ideal. Like I've never been there before. I just know that that's where I want to wind up at. Like just buy a one-way ticket, and that's that. Get me a spot with good internet and a place where I can put my feet up. I'll be all right. All right, let me get my charts for landing. All right, so 10-2F. That and approach is 11.5. 11.5A. And I might taxi as well, so let's... Just because it has state saving, I may want to turn this thing all the way off. Yeah, I wish that they had a better checklist, man. Yeah, that'd be nice, man. I'd love to have a free apartment. Okay, taxi checks. Yeah, see, they have taxi, systems, trip climb, altimeters, cross. Yeah, see, this doesn't say anything about PTU as well either. But it's in the booklet. See, I don't like that. That's ghetto Just Flight. That's what we like to call bougie. That's some bougie shit, Just Flight. But that's what we expect from companies like you. Like, it'd be nice if you put our flight plan on here. Actually, I don't think we have too much farther to go, actually. Oh, I gotta change this to 31,000. Shooby-dooby. Coordinates. Here we go. FL 210. I've never experienced it myself, so I can't speak on it, but I know that's been a hot topic for a lot of people over the years. Look at this VNAV approach. This is a pretty cool FMC here. It's already got our course and our frequency plugged in. It's got the length. Approach enable, okay. That's dope, dude. I like that. Just wish there was a way to update the nav data. Yeah, I definitely think things were better. Alright, so we only got 100 miles till top of descent. Yeah, I definitely think things were a lot better back in the day, that's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Even when I was growing up in the 80s, Yeah, I guess 80s. I was born in 78. So yeah, I mean, I was 2 years old to 10 years old, man, but that shit was so much fun growing up in the 80s. You know, we just started getting MTV. You know, we had so many good bands out back then. Oh my God. So many good bands from the 70s and 80s. Hip-hop bands and groups that came out back then, too. There's a lot of stupid and gay ones, too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, you could slip up and watch the wrong video and be fucked up for life. The 90s were good, too. You know, teenagers weren't wearing, like, you know, super big hair anymore, and, you know, like really bright colors. It started turning into more what you saw like with grunge, where it was a little darker, you know, darker colors and baggier clothes, and still very chill though, man. That was a fun time to grow up in the 90s. I had a lot of fun. I don't think I could grow up as a kid nowadays. It's too uptight. And everything is too, like, based on social media, man. Right? That makes sense. I don't know if it's that many decades. You would know that better than me, but that makes sense. Dude, this game looks so good. I am like stunned that this is on Xbox. Just still A and Shift A. Ah, very good. Well, I can get rid of this then. Yeah, like I would have loved to have grown up in the 60s. I think being in the 50s and 60s would have been a lot of fun in America. So many things were coming out that were new, and you know, you could get away with, you know, towing the line on a lot of things, and you know, nobody would really know. Like, there was no cameras, there was no DNA, you know, there was no Instagram, Facebook, no phones, no internet. I'm not saying I want to go out and commit crimes, but I'm saying, like, you know, if I want to run a red light because there's nobody there, I don't have to worry about, like, you know, the camera picking me up and shit, you know, or, you know, I mean, if I did want to pack a gum or a drink, you know what I mean, and I just happen to leave my wallet at home, like, you know, I can always come back and pay for it. You know, I just want to test it out today just to make sure I like the product first. Actually, the Korean restaurant near my house that I go to often, I forgot my wallet a couple weeks ago, actually. I ran out and get it, and it was like a $40 dinner, you know, for two of us. No, I'm sorry, that's a lie. It was like 30. It was closer to 30. But yeah, he let me take it. He's like, you can come back and pay me later. I was like, no shit. Well, I went back the next day and paid him right back, but I thought that was cool, man. Yeah. When you go into a place, I guess, long enough, you know, and they get to know you, like the pizza place near my house, they see me come in there so many years now. When I walk in there, they don't even ask my name. They just know what to get. Sometimes they even have it ready for me, like when they see my car pull up. That's a little creepy, I think, like that they know my car, but I guess, if, you know, maybe it's not creepy. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. I'm on the fence about that. This airplane looks so good. I still cannot believe this is Xbox. It actually runs better than PC. Oh, I wish I could get some stuff on PC on here, like Eco Soundscapes and, you know, either VATSIM or say Intentions. I don't need to run auto FPS. But yeah, I forgot I had one of these. Shit. Oh yeah, the CT-210N. That's a great little airplane. Can I pull this in from... Rush from avionics. Load from web. I'll have to try that next time. That's pretty cool. I like the tablet here because it's got Lido charts in it, which is pretty dope. Yeah, man, this shit looks so dope, man. I still can't believe this is Xbox. I should change the title of this and the episode after it's over and be like, I can't believe this is Xbox. Need to get back in the cockpit here. Cockpit descent in 67 miles. Oh yeah, I never did put that in here. Let me see. That's one thing I wanted to check out, and then we did something else. Airport charts. Yeah, man, I think so. I'm real stoked that that it's working like this. Absolutely. Let's see here. $3,000. What would it take to get down to 3,000? Now this would always freeze me on like Xbox before, like on Microsoft 2020. Anytime I did something here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't really looked at add-ons for Xbox. I just haven't really been on it as much. I kind of miss being on the Xbox. What kind of add-ons? You say? Do you? Well, I didn't think you buy a lot of add-ons, man. Unless you decided to loosen your purse strings up and you're actually buying a lot of mods now. I didn't think you were into that kind of thing anymore. I thought you swore that off. Say, God, grant me the serenity to not buy any extra airplanes on Microsoft, and the wisdom to know the difference. All right, let's look at our descent chart here. So top of descent, about 3 nautical miles per 1,000 feet. Shit, 5 for what? Microsoft? No way, not for Microsoft 2024, really? No way, dude. You got to be talking about like total money you spent. There's no way you spent that much money on Microsoft 2024. Maybe you did. I don't know. Oh, both. Right. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Yeah, I'm thinking myself, there's no way you spent $5,000 in this simulator already. In any type of form of money. It doesn't matter if it's euros, yen, lira, American dollars. Yeah, I know. I've heard. I've heard. You got the good shit. Why are we dinging? And there's our V speeds. Oh, that looked like it was the sky for a second. Can we turn these lights off? I wonder. Let's see here. Oh, no shit. You can turn the lights off. That's cool, man. I knew you could do it on Xbox. I mean, on the PC. I didn't know you could do it here. Can you operate all this stuff? Certainly can. Rear entry, front entry. Gotta leave the toilet on. Passenger lights. Even the fuses work for the light switches here. Holy shit. Alright, we should be able to brew some coffee too. Potable water. Can we brew coffee? Yes, we can. See, I could be a flight attendant. No problem. What's this switch do right here? What's this do? Can we pick up the phone? Oh, we do have music though. Music. Bossa Bossa, that's right. Been keeping flight simulators happy since 2024, 2023. We gotta turn the volume down because that shit gets a little loud sometimes. Alright, I think that's play. Put it on shuffle. That looks like play to me. 47 miles until we descend. We're going a little slow, buddy. Speed that up just a little bit, huh? Alright, so we don't need to do anything until we start descending, and then we just got to put ETU back on. Works for me. Did we have live weather on? And I just read a story the other day, and I put it on Discord. They have Parallel 42. Their flow is in its like final beta testing or something like that. So hopefully that'll be ready soon. And I know PMDG is making some headway with some of their airplanes for Xbox and Microsoft 2024. So this is, I'm so happy that this is finally out, man. Like, this is one of my favorite airplanes to interact with, just because of how many buttons and shit you can click. It is like, that's one of my favorite things of the simulator, is the sounds of the clicking of the buttons and like that. I'm such a nerd that sometimes I don't even fly an airplane. I just get into it and start clicking on buttons, just turning dials and shit, and then I'll just jump in a different airplane and try it on that airplane. Like, all right, what's our first level of descent here? We got to get down to 12,000 feet. By the time we get to MC 588. Not active. Have a... I think I have the ATC turned off. I don't even see ATC. I wonder if it's not on here because I turned it off in the menu. Okay. Does that do it again? Alright, that must be active pause. Or it could be mission steps. Alright, I don't need mission steps. Oh, there's communication there. Oh, this is communication. In the Milan. West class.
Milan Center, AZA 5220 is type Avro, 18 miles southwest of Lima India Tree 6 Romeo, flight level tree 10. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
I don't like it. I like the other
AZA 5220 Milan Center.
They couldn't even get a different... Oh, I saw that. Hang on a second. Let me close this out. I can't believe they used the same voice for both
Radar contact 18 miles southwest of Lima, India.
me and the other guy. It's the same voice. That's so lazy.
Generic Charlie Yankee Zulu, contact approach on 127.575. Good day.
So dumb. Oh my god.
Mike Sierra, contact approach on 127.575. Good day.
We're getting ready to turn you off.
127.575 for generic Charlie Yankee Zulu.
Oh boy. I think I made a mistake.
127.575 for generic Mike Sierra.
Okay, yeah, let's get rid of communication. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Generic uniform
No.
Sierra Delta. Maintain present altitude.
Alright, let me see if I can turn it off in here. Well, you know what? I'll leave it on so we can laugh at it.
Maintain present altitude. Generic uniform Sierra Delta.
Let me at least turn it back on here. The one for Microsoft, I'm sorry, for X-Plane is so much better. Yeah, I saw the Learjet 25. There was a couple of things that I read about it that stopped me from buying it. I don't remember what they were offhand. I'm gonna have to look into it.
Acknowledge last transmission. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. AZ8 5220.
All right, let's put this at 12,000. And we'll change our level here in a moment. But yeah, there was something about it that I saw. Oh yeah. Oh, the MD-11 is coming next one. Yeah, isn't it the TDFI? I thought it was the TDFI one that's coming out to Xbox. I forget which Mad Dog it is. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, there was something that Learjet looks pretty good though. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, there's some things about it that look really good. It was just, oh yeah, that's what it was. I downloaded their what where you bought it from their website and now it's coming to Xbox. Can't you still? I thought you could still use. Maybe you can't use it. I thought there was a way you could put it in the community folder still. There's gotta be a way you can still use it. Don't they give you like free Xbox access to it? Like, a lot of companies do that. Oh wow. Well, that sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had to do that with the A310, I think it was. I'm gonna put the speed up to about 250 knots for descent. It was either the A300 or the A310. It was one of those two, but I bought it on Xbox at first, and then I wanted to play it on the computer, and I couldn't play it on the computer because I bought it on Xbox first. I wound up having to buy the whole thing again. But I thought if you bought it on the computer, you'd be able to... Guess not. That sucks, dude. I kind of want to go back and look and what it was about that Learjet that I just didn't like. I downloaded their manual, their 300-page manual. And one of the biggest things I didn't like about it was how much it...
Lima, Romeo Golf. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree 5 approach.
Okay. That sounds more fun than what we got planned.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual runway tree 5 approach. Generic Lima Romeo Golf. Generic Lima Romeo Golf. Descend and maintain 2600.
You fucked.
Contact Malpensa Tower on 119.0.
I just... You motherfucker. I just stopped descending. Because you said maintain altitude, you feck.
Descend and maintain 2600. Tower on 119.0. Generic Lima, Romeo Golf.
You cock. Good cock. Ice detected, oh shit. Alright, what is my transition? What am I transitioning to today? It's still 6,000 feet, okay. Alright, let me set up the same heading and course on here. So we have 346. Oh wow, that's way too fast. Alright, this is 346. 1099. And 113.35 is EOR.
Generic Echo, Lima Lima. Climb and maintain flight. Level 330.
Didn't you just say?
Climb and maintain flight. Level 330. Generic Echo, Lima Lima.
Didn't they just say to descend 2,600 feet? All right, how can I stop this shit? How can I just turn off the... Let me just... Hang on a second. Yeah, we're done with the ATC. You guys are retarded. Yes, yes, they are. Might be under assistance. All right, I don't see ATC anywhere. We just look again real quick. If not, we'll just turn the their sound down. All right, let me just turn their sound off. And then they can talk all they want, motherfucker. I'm not gonna look at what you're saying. So you can talk all you want, bitch. That would have been a cool idea if you would have vectored us, but you guys suck. That's all I can say. Good job, Asobo. Not only do the back and forth voices sound the same. You also can't decide if you want me to climb or if you want me to descend. One guy that works at your station tells me to descend to 2,600 feet. The other guy next to him, Steve next to him, tells me to descend, to climb to 33,000 feet, which is higher than my initial cruise. So let's get the story straight, bruh. Let's get the story straight, bruh. Alright, so 250 knots. Let's see here next. Approach speeds. I wish that wasn't in green. Green is like my favorite color, but I wish that wasn't in green there. Could just be the way the light's hitting it. I don't really need to use this so much because I've flown this and the A146 a lot, but I think it's cool to use. I don't recall using it too often in the past. But I'm using it today. Alright, after landing, systems check, preparation for approach, FMS, pressurization, we don't need to do anything about. I wonder if Steve and Steve are talking to each other. And Steve inside my cockpit, who sounds the same as the other controllers. That's crazy. It's so funny. Alright, let's see here. So we do have to click on our V speed still at 10,000 feet. We can begin to run through our approach checks. When passing through 5,000, select APU master start. 7,000 foot set in altitude window. We can therefore... Oh, you know, we didn't put our decision height in today. What's our decision height? Let's see here. $891, 200. Where am I putting my decision height at? If I was the decision height, where would I be? I can turn anti-ice off. Oh, did I turn PT world? Yep. I don't see a place to put decision height. So max 250. Let's just drop that down a little bit. I don't really care that I can't put the decision height in. I just find it odd that I can't figure out where it is. Alright, so here's weather here. Ah, here we go. Alright, we'll leave it in at, because it was 200. At least Barrow is 200. Radio, it's 891. Alright, so we're going to be at 12,000 feet for a while. We can actually go down toward 9,000 here pretty soon. Let's plug in 9,000 for our next altitude. Should have our approach in here. Let's see here. Oh, where did I see it? Right. That's not active? What the fuck? What the fuck? Where did I see it at? Route. Send. Oh, yeah, that's where I saw it. Let me go back to index. Approach. Here we go. Yeah, we didn't do a VNAV approach. Approach enabled. Flaps 33. 116 VREF. Oh, there, it says decision height right here. I just, on the other side, I couldn't see it. And we got flaps 24 and 33. Look at that. I wonder what is the landing speed at 129? Oh wow. I wonder what landing speed I should do. Let me see here. I know I could look at the charts, but I don't want to take away from fun of maybe crashing, right? Guess I could look it up real quick. I do have it bookmarked, I think. I didn't think about it. I've never thought about nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I never thought about doing it at flaps 24 though. I think that would be pretty interesting actually. Alright, let's see here. Approach. Okay, so VREF approach. Let's see here, flying approach reference page. Okay, I'm gonna say anything about what VNAV approach is here to enable the with a non-precision approach activated, the VNAV approach option will then become available. Okay, so that's to non-precision approaches. What about approach enable? What do we do there? Approach enable cannot be set to on if an ILS localizer or backcourse approach procedure has been selected in the flight plan. Okay, that makes sense. Sort of. No, you were supposed to be the one. I wanted to. We're supposed to go back to that fixed camera. No. No, not you. You. This is where it was supposed to go back to. See, it's not switching automatically for me the way I want it to. Won't have that problem in X-Plane. Why are we hearing the music out here? The music from the cabin. Alright, now can I switch? Okay, so that's drone. What? It shouldn't be switching me cycling through all of these. Oh, you know what? I might not have drone set up on the keyboard. Maybe that's what it is. Oh shit, I gotta descend. I'm sitting here worried about controls and just like, shit, we gotta descend. Alright, let's descend. And let's do this at 230 knots. Yeah, toggle drone is... No, I'm pushing the wrong button. Okay. My bad. Might as well put in 6,000. that's drone. Now I should be able to do this. All right, dude. It was good catching up with you, man. Hey, man. Nice catching up with you, man. Have a good rest of the day, man. I'll catch up with you later, dude. See ya. Okay, now I should be able to switch back and forth. Let's get down to 220. The autopilot in this thing is incredible. Okay, so there's nav aids. Okay. There's airport. Excellent. Alright, we can turn all that off now. Oh, 10,000 feet. We need to put on the seatbelt signs. Put on our landing lights. I kind of want to make it dark outside. See what it looks like. That's not bad. I'm not a big fan of the floodlight there. And it looks very nice. Very nice for Microsoft 2024, that's for sure. Alright, once the APU has started, switch on the APU air, and that's at 5,000. I think we should be able to turn this into nighttime. Excellent. Alright, let's make our way to 5,000 feet. Well, we'll do 4,500. I can't move around the, don't understand sometimes. Use the mouse. Okay. And I can zoom in with the mouse. Look at that, man. Look how good that shit looks, dude. It's amazing. Seriously, for an Xbox, it is bombing. I'm trying to get back outside. How many views we got? Okay. So let me go back to this one for now. Look, you can see like little towers and shit over here. That's dope, dude. All right, we're almost at right speed here. Once we pass through 5,000 down to 4,000, we'll put the APU on, APU air on again. That's crazy that NavRad doesn't work. .181 is flaps. Oh, we never set our pressure. Shit. .03. Let's start the APU up. Okay, let's put on APU air and turn off engine air. I believe that's about it that we have to do to Alright, we should be okay now. Oh yeah, we're okay now. Just alright, let's get down to 4,000. And Warlock. Let's put this one let's see here. Rose. That is interesting. So, heading works, but localizer doesn't work.
Localizer capture.
Okay, well, what the fuck? That's broken, dude. Alright, let's get down to 200. Sitting there pushing localizer, trying to get it to capture him. Let's tell the flight crew to take their seats for landing. Oh, you know what? We might be able to call it here as well. Let's see here.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Yep. Okay.
Cabin is secured for arrival.
Awesome. Alright, so we are 20 miles out. Localizer, I mean, the glide slope has shown up. We got approach on. Let's arm it again. Here's our airport all the way up here. Need to reset our e-speeds. Let's do that. Let's see if he calls flap speeds.
Speed checked. Flaps 80.
Very good. Very good, Just Flight.
Glide slope alive.
That's one thing I love about you guys, mwah, with this system. Why can't you guys do this in more of your airplanes? It's so fucking bombing, dude. I love that. All right, let me, I want to record this.
Glide slope capture. Speed checked. Gear down.
All right, gear down. See if he calls out the rest of the flap speeds. Any more flaps you calling, buddy? Maybe not. Okay, flaps full. Still running smooth. I'm on the fence about landing it myself. Seems like it's starting to get a little sticky with the frame rate, but it might just be my mind playing tricks on me. All right, let's go. Turn off the autopilot.
1,000.
Sorry about that. I am using an Xbox controller tonight. We are on Xbox. I tried getting my Turtle Beach system to sync. Oh yeah, it's definitely sticking a little bit. That was what I was afraid of. I tried getting my Turtle Beach system to sync to this. I didn't have much luck with it last time, and to be honest, I don't really think I want to use the Turtle Beach on here.
500.
I don't want to treat it like an actual simulator when I'm on Xbox. Like I don't really feel the need to do that. Slide slope. Pull up. Oh, the warnings work. That's good.
Air brakes out.
50, 40, 30, 20. 10.
Airspeed alive. Ground idle. Spoilers, yellow, green.
I don't have a button to turn off the auto throttle. That's not bad, 130 feet. We did float a little bit, which was my fault. All right, I'm not really worried about turning this thing off. Let's stop this, and let's... Oh, we can't stop it yet. We have the instant replay. Fuck. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I know the approach was it was alright. The approach was pretty good. Outside of hang on a second, sky camera. I've never tried this before. It wasn't too bad. We floated a little bit, but that's okay. That was partly my fault for not being able to deactivate the auto throttle in time. But yeah, that was fun, man. I like landing in with the Xbox controller. So is this it? We can't like spin around or change our camera angle? Oh, I don't want to take control of the plane. Alright, this is bougie. Alright, we're good. That worked really well. I am super surprised that it worked that well on Xbox. We're going to have to do another flight soon. Let me see what other airplanes I have access to on here. Shit, I'll do another one of those. Yes, Torch, if you want to see some good landings, go look at my last like 30 videos, man. I have had some really good landings and some really not so good ones, but yeah, man, all good. Let's see what I have in my library that I can use. And then I'm gonna call it a night. Come on. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Alright, let's see here. Bundled, enabled. Let's look at disabled only. Look at aircraft. Oh, alright. This is what we just did. Antonov. Blackbird we can use on here. Citation X we can do on here. Let's enable that. What? You enable Cessna Citation X the following ends in conflict. Alright, fuck it. Maybe there's a different version that we have on here already. Alright, -7. They're supposed to be upgrading this -7 to be native 2024 here pretty soon. I did read that. This DCH-4 is a lot of fun from Orbix. That's a lot of fun. Douglas. I kind of want to know how that Dornier airplane would do in here. The one where the engines, you know, it's got the vertical lift on it. This is an amazing plane, the FSR 500. Alright, the Learjet 35. Yeah, that's available now. Let's enable that. They just had an update for that recently. Okay, Mitsubishi, that's a fun. They just updated this plane too. Okay, so there's a new version. Okay, because the version that I have on the computer, it's not as good as it was on 2020. I wonder if that's the same now on here. We'll have to check that out. The Osprey is really good on Microsoft 2020, but it's not so good on 2024, even with the new update they just had that came out with it. Vulcan, let's try the Vulcan. Okay, so there's a different version of the Vulcan. Let's see here. Let me go to enabled. Oops, shit. Okay, enabled. Okay, so the Cessna Citation has been... Okay, so that's there. This is a great plane, the CT-10. Okay, we have the Osprey here. Okay, the Vulcan. This has been updated. C-160. The Learjet. Let me see if they have an update here. Open marketplace. Okay, so it's already been updated. No, it hasn't. I thought this was supposed to have been... I know it got updated on the computer. I'll have to look into that and see why it's not updated. Maybe it's not updated on the Xbox yet. Then I wonder if the C160 has been updated either. I don't know. Maybe we'll try the 777 next time. Let me look at the airplanes we have. You know, one thing I wish they had on here was that profile mode that you had on 2020, where you can go in and like go around the airplane. You have like a little hangar and you can look at it. This is new. I don't recall ever seeing this MX aircraft on the PC. Okay, so that's now enabled. This is a fun little airplane too, the Saab 340. Don't sleep on that plane. That plane's kind of fun to fly. Okay, so maybe we'll try the Cessna Citation X. I don't think I've tried that yet. Okay, here's the C160 Transel. I'll have to see if when it's getting updated on Xbox. Let me go back to the very beginning and just see what else we have. Maybe we'll just try out a couple of different airplanes tomorrow. Like, not the, one airplane I really want to try on here, supposedly that got better, is the 737 Max. Maybe we'll try a couple of airplanes. Last time I tried the C-17, it almost like shut down the Xbox. it got stuck a couple of times. Like I couldn't even get to the main screen or the pause. I had to like shut down, like I had to hold the button on my controller and or on the Xbox for like 10 seconds just to shut it down that way. All right, I'll see you later, dude. Yeah, I'm getting ready to turn off myself here. All right, well, I think that's about it for tonight. I think so. That was fun. We're gonna do Xbox again here pretty soon. Try tomorrow. You know, give ourselves a little bit of a change from what we've been doing. You know, which has been PC. Anyways, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See you.